Hi, so we came up with a new video. Okay, so there are a lot of things happening in the market. So in this video today we are going to check, okay, so what is short term investment and what is long term investment and which is better and according to your management and according to you. So let's check, let's understand what is short term over here. Okay, so basically short term investment is like a tree. Okay, so sorry, last short term investment is like a plant, how we grow plant in a house. Okay, so it give a returns in a short term period, like, okay, the mostly holding period was in a short term will be 12 months. Okay, so maybe you can hold it for a 3 months or 4 months up to a year. So within year if you are taking stock as a positional, that will consider as a short term investment. Okay, so basically this classify as a short term capital gains. Okay, so who and all do this short term trading, so they call it as a day traders or swing traders. So basically they use the swing method to identify the short term investment. Okay, so for this 20 percentage is a short term gaining taxes after our budget. Okay, after our budget 20%. So earlier it was 15 percentage, now it raised to 20 percentage as a short term returns. So basically 20 percentage plus, if you take like a 35 percentage, 45 percentage in a year, that means to say 20 percentage you pay as a taxes and remaining 25 percentage will be your profit. And all the short term stocks, okay, based on the technical analysis, okay, not a fundamental analysis, based on that technical analysis we do. The technical analysis in the sense basically how the price and earlier how it was, or some kind of indicators, all those things. Okay, they refer all those things, then they take a trade according to the target. Okay, so let's understand what are the advantages over here. Okay, so basically short term provide more liquidity. Okay, access more liquidity, and it mature quickly. You understand here, it mature quickly. Why it mature quickly? Because within 3 months, 4 months, or within a year, you will, okay, you will close the trades as soon as it hit a target, or as soon as it hit your stop loss, you will close the trade. And when it comes to flexibility, okay, so short term investment, okay, allows, okay, to create a compound interest in a short, like compounding, like your capital compounding in a short term basis. Okay, in a short term basis. So it depend upon the market condition, either it is going up or going down. So basically you will try to gain a capital as much as you can as a returns, okay, in a short term period. So basically this consider as a quick returns. Okay, quick returns, and the same time it has a high risk as well. Okay, high risk as well. Let's go for disadvantages, you will get to know. So this short term stocks has only limited growth. Okay, why? Because you have a limited target. For example, if you are buying it at 100 rupees, you will be having a target of 130, 140 within 4 months or 5 months or within a year. So basically it has a limited growth, correct? And for this you need to study a lot of things about these stocks. Okay, and you need a more effort, and you need to do research, and whatever the management and technically you need to be very strong. Okay, so as I told, high risk, this is without knowledge. Okay, this is basically high risk without knowledge. So I will show you some of the example. Okay, so we all know BEL, correct? We all know BEL stock. So you see right over here, okay, around 2024. Okay, so this price was around 120 rupees, and it went to 300 rupees, correct? So within a year, so you can see right over here, within a year, almost, this is a monthly candle. Okay, monthly candle. So within a year it almost went to 200 points, 200 plus. So this kind of short term stocks, okay, so most probably they will prefer it, and this is how, okay, so this is how swing works, because once it take a reversal and it hit a exact target. Okay, that is how it works. And the other example of this thing, ONGC. Okay, because mostly we have uploaded a lot of video about ONGC. Okay, you see right over here. Okay, this is 181 in the 2024 starting, 2024 starting, or December month, 181, and this went to 300 and 350 rupees, up to 350 rupees. So basically that is considered as a within a year, correct? So it give almost 100% returns, correct? So this is how short term stocks works. Okay, so let's come to long term stocks. Okay, long term stocks basically is like a growing tree. Okay, so your growing tree, like for example, if you are having a mango tree or something, okay, after 5 years 10 years only you will get a benefit as a mango from the tree, correct? So basically you need to hold more than 12 months or up to 30 years or 40 years, it depend upon the investor how they are doing. So these people called as a investors, okay, they called as a whoever doing it in a short term period, they call it as a traders. So whoever doing as a long term investor, they call it as a investor, okay. So basically long term investing also known as a positional trading, okay, positional trading, because they will keep a position for a long term, like for 30 years, maybe for my future, okay, future, or for my retirement or my son college fee or my daughter marriage, all those kind of things, they will do it as a long term. So this also we have a tax, okay, this has a tax for 12.5 percentage. Okay, so basically if you want to do long term stock, okay, based on fundamental and technical analysis you must require. Okay, so if the stock was fundamentally good and okay and the technically good, so you can go for it. So basically, okay, if you are seeing there are many stocks, you are going on a road, some people are smoking cigarettes, okay, that is ITC. And there are lot of Nestle products we see in our home, like Maggie, okay, and chocolates. There are a lot of things, correct? So there are a lot of things, okay, whatever you see, that all the business, commercial business, they will take it as a long term investment, okay, because that business almost 30 40 years they were running successfully. So most probably that won't go zero in a day or in a month or in a year. So this kind of analysis they will do, correct, this kind of analysis they will do. And what are the advantages? Okay, this is very simple, correct, because basically you must understand the company how it works, like Tata Motors and Tata, everyone know. If you ask anyone blindly, they tell buy, go for a Tata stocks as a long term, that will give you returns, that will give you dividends, correct. So basically this is very simple, okay, and straightforward to understand and execute. Okay, so basically this consider as a asset, correct. So this consider as a asset, and you will appreciate value over time, because the longer and longer you hold, okay, you get some companies you get a more dividends, okay, and sometimes there might be a split comes, okay, that time there is a stock bonus comes. There are a lot of things when it comes to long term investment, okay. So basically this grow your capital as a compounding interest, correct. So maybe so you leave your money, okay, while forgetting your money, and you invest, you bought some asset, like you bought a real estate land, and after 5 years 10 years you come and check that land, the price will be, okay, almost 1000% returns or 10,000% returns, like these possibilities were there, okay. So basically this interest will get compound, correct, and it reduce the risk. Why? Because there are a lot of things, okay. So in a year or 2 year, okay, they might be in a negative, but after 5 years 10 years they will be in a very good positive results, and they will come up with a very good ideas, so as per the current trend. But if you ask me, okay, both the thing, a short term also had a risk and long term also had a risk. Basically market had a risk, okay, but if you understand it very clearly, and if you understand about the company, so definitely you can make a returns, basically. And but there is some things, okay, some few things which affect the long term. So let's come to the disadvantages, okay. We will check clearly. So once you invest long term asset, okay, it will challenging you to access your fund. Why? Because you will be holding as a long term, but suddenly you need a money. So even though the stock is there in a negative, what you will do, you will take it up and you will spend that money. But after you spending, what will happen? That stock goes almost 100% 200% returns. This kind of things happen when you are doing it in a long term. And limited flexibility. Why limited flexibility? Because it need a lot of patience to approach, because basically you are holding for a 15 years 20 years, means it need a lot of patience, okay. And if you need any cash urgently, as I told, if you need any cash urgently, you may miss out the potential opportunity for liquidity, okay. So you miss the potential of the stock, because for 5 years 6 years you might have holding, and after 6 years you need some money in urgent basis. So you cannot borrow someone, so what you do, you sell these stocks and you will take the money from them. After you sold out, what will happen? It will give you huge returns, okay. So there are a lot of investors, they have done this. And the other thing, okay, uncertain returns. So why it is uncertain returns? Okay, because like as we all know, okay, so this is not a guaranteed return, correct. It depend upon the market fluctuation or economic downtrends. If you want an example, okay, the basic example if you want, okay, 2019 we all know COVID, 2019 2020 we all know COVID. If we are holding the stock in COVID, almost the market was fall down by 60 percentage to 70%, 60 percentage, almost 50 percentage or 30 percentage, whatever, but it fall down huge, correct. At that time, what it create a panic situation, and you will sell the stock in a low, correct, lowest level in a loss. So basically, short term also had a risk and long term also had a risk. But if you believe in the process, definitely you can make a money. Okay, so if you don't know how to select your stock, we have uploaded already in our previous video. Okay, uploaded already in our previous video how to select the stock, and you don't need to check anything fundamental technical analysis. As per the data, you can directly blindly trade. Okay, so let's take some example of the long term stocks. You see right over here, we all know Eicher Motors. If somebody don't know who is Eicher Motors, we all know Royal Enfield Bullet, correct. Okay, Royal Enfield Bullet. So basically they launched, okay, around 2014 2015. If you see, the price was almost, okay, below 1000 rupees, correct. So we don't need to check that much years, okay, because 10 years, because almost, let's take, okay, around 2015 it is there in 1000 rupees, okay, 1000 rupees basically on 2014 2015. And if you see right now, after 10 years it's almost went to 5000 rupees, and in between this lot of dividends can happen, or some split can happen, correct. So basically long term work in this structure, correct, understood. So even though after COVID fall also, okay, after COVID fall also it recovered, and it gave a very good returns, because 1000 rupees to 5000 rupees, almost 4000 percentage returns, correct. So it was a very great returns. And we all know Reliance, correct, we all know Reliance. You see right over here, 2019 it is trading around 1000 rupees, and now it is trading around 3000 rupees. Okay, even though compared to Eicher Motors it is a less returns, but we all know Reliance. We use Geo Sim, okay, and we see Reliance Smart. There are a lot of things. Maybe now there is a separate companies, but earlier there was only one company, Reliance, okay. But if you check the chart, okay, as a long time, even though it fall, this is a COVID fall, okay, even though fall, then too after that it went in a huge potential, and you see right over here it was a clear uptrend, correct. So almost 2000 percentage returns it gave. So this is how basically long term and short term investment looks. So if you want to know more details about this, okay, if you want to know more details about this, so if you want to make me a video, so which is a better stock investment for a short time, and which is a better stock investment for a long time, kindly let me know in the comments so that I can make a video. Thank you so much. Have a great day and happy weekend.